originally asked, how old were the kids when you started home educating?
Who's that question to? Should we all answer it one at a
To
time?
all of us.
Yeah, I think she means to all of us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my lot, my eldest two had got to year seven and year eight, and obviously my son was attacked in school with a weapon, which put his life in danger. He ended up with PTSD from it. And that's when I deregistered them, and I only had the three older ones at that time. Nimue was only, I think I was just giving birth to her. So we deregistered them, and then obviously Nimue's never gone to school. Anthony was about, I think Anthony was in reception or year one when I pulled him. It was about 8 years ago, though. It was definitely 8 years ago. Ginger, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so my son has always been home educated. He never did nursery, although we did do some very understanding toddler groups right up until he was about four and a bit, which was really, really fun. Um, he didn't mind the fact that he was the oldest child there either. He enjoyed helping. He enjoyed being like the leader and
Yeah.
being like a little assistant to the toddler group, which was quite sweet. But it got to a point where they were like, he's kind of getting a bit too old to sit and do the songs and things now. And I'm like, but he's happy to carry on. But yeah, I get your point. If you don't want him to attend anymore, then we'll go somewhere else and started
Yeah.
organising loads of home ed groups instead.
See, I've got three boys. My eldest is 15. I've got a middle boy at 11, and our little wildling is 4. And even before my older two were of compulsory age, I think we were already very set in what I now know is a home educating mindset.
Yeah.
So we did so much. And it's not bragging rights or anything, but my first two children could read, write. I now know at a level way beyond. Like I say, I was exclusively breastfeeding all through like before lockdown, and the year afterwards.
Yeah.
Um, but that was a little bit of a wake up for us that we actually really enjoy going back to this way of learning. They did go back to school, as and when the lockdowns eased, and some were allowed in and special needs were allowed in. Or it was very choppy, wasn't it? How kids were
It
allowed
was.
back
It
into
was.
school.
It's
And as that
yeah.
choppiness happened, my eldest was transitioning from year 6 into high school. He completely missed his SATs. He completely missed the beginning of year 7. Year 7, then a lockdown 2 happened. And it was just really choppy. And I think we got to the middle of about year 8 for my eldest when we went, we do it better at home. We're happier at home. We get more fulfillment out of it at home. Let's just go back to our way. So that's what we did. So I've now been home educating my elder two for, God, just 2 years, just over 2 years. But my youngest, who's 4, just will never go to school.